Staring at a looming financial crisis after members of the County Assembly failed to approve the 2026-2027 budget by the June 30th deadline as required by law. Sources at City Hall familiar with the negotiations to break the deadlock claim that a section of MCAs are demanding 10 million shillings each before approving the budget. However, as Apollo Kamau reports, the MCAs say their stand is driven by unanswered questions, pending bills, and their inability to secure an audience with Governor Sakaja.
Nairobi City County has begun the 2026-2027 financial year without an approved budget of 46.9 billion shillings, following a stalemate between Governor Sakaja and members of the County Assembly, a deadlock that threatens to disrupt key county operations. Sources familiar with behind-the-scenes negotiations aimed at breaking the impasse allege that a section of the MCAs demanded 10 million shillings each. One insider, who declined to be identified, claimed the budget process had turned into a bargaining chip as some MCAs prepared for what could be their final term in office ahead of next year's general election.
His Excellency.
However, a section of MCAs who also declined to speak on camera but were backed by Embakasi East MP Babu Owino dismissed the allegations. Instead, they accused Governor Sakaja of failing to meet them to address outstanding concerns over the budget estimates, including a proposed 6.9 billion shillings loan, pending bills, and stalled ward development projects.
There are certain things that the governor was sneaking inside the budget. Number one, a loan of 6.92 billion Kenya shillings that he was sneaking without proper procedure. That loan alone does not show what it will be spent on. MCAs were lied to that 2.8 billion will be used on ward development programs. But indeed, there is nothing to show. There is no evidence to show that that loan will be used on anything. Number two, the school feeding program, the 1 billion was always allocated as a recurrent expenditure. Expenditure spent on a day-to-day basis, which was good enough. But in this budget, he has sneaked it in as part of development, which means that that 1 billion that used to be put for development is going to be stolen.
While attending the third Joint Steering Committee meeting on the implementation of the National Government Nairobi County Cooperation Agreement, chaired by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, Governor Sakaja downplayed the budget stalemate. Instead, he presented a progress report on the implementation of resolutions adopted during the committee's April 7 meeting as the implementation team races against time ahead of next year's general election.
On the rivers program, there's great progress. We are getting them additional space. The contractor is really moving. I think right now the Grogon area is where we are focusing on, and Globe roundabout, but they've come now going upstream. We demarcated the riparian where people are clearing. Fortunately, there's a lot of willingness for people to move from these areas. The target remains January 15th of 2027 to have concluded the entire program.
Under Section 134 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Order 227 of the Nairobi City County Assembly, the Assembly may authorize a vote on account, allowing the withdrawal of up to 50% of the county's estimated expenditure from the County Revenue Fund to ensure essential government services continue until the appropriation law is passed. Apollo Kamau, TV 47.